Shalom. I want to give all the glory and the praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. That belongs to the apostles, the elders, and the bishop's great millstone. Shalom to the whole full elect. Try to remember the Israelites and Israelite foreigners that don't look like they are Israelites, but they are Israelites. Shalom. It's just a quick hit though, going through some little news articles I came across. But let me grab these two precepts real quick. Second Esdras 15, verse 5 and 6. Behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashmi Yahushua, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Now, of course, we've been paying attention to all the things that been going on out here. For example, how with the sword, right? You have Venezuela preparing to come attack, start war with U.S. You got France. Last week, on the 27th, they were basically saying, look, man, we need to prepare for war for March of next year. You know, so things ramping up. The water out by some shot. Then right here, you got, we talk about famine. People over there, we already know everybody over the world starving like hell. Death and destruction, you know. But let's go look into these articles real quick, though. The first one I want to talk about is this right here. I seen this like the other day or something like that. I can't fully remember, but it says 760 hospitals at risk of closure, state by state. Hold on. I'm still lucky about that. I'll take care of some things. What was that? Oh yeah. It says 760 hospitals at risk of closure. And you see, it says June the 10th. No, not June the 10th. I'm sloppy. I'm tripping. June the 30th is when they said all this stuff. Where we at? We in September now? September the 2nd? It says nearly 800 rural U.S. hospitals are at risk of closure due to financial problems, with about 40% of those hospitals at immediate risk of closure. And that's due to, you know, all the immigration stuff and all the health benefits they be giving up to all the other people and all that shit that's not American and all that, you know. Because it's the fault of Babylon. We all know that. But I'm not going to read all of this, you know. Probably just skim through a little bit. As y'all can see. Lord's will, I remember to leave the link inside the description box so y'all can just look through it. And keep in mind, this was posted on June the 30th. We in September the 2nd now, and look how many things that ramped up since June. You know? So the water y'all about to see me, I was shot for that's because more signs of he's drawing near. His destruction is coming. All right, now the next article I looked into, this was today actually. I got this article today, but whole time I looked into it, this article was posted August 27th, last week basically. I noticed too, a lot of shit that transpired last week under our noses, right? Ain't nobody paying attention. But as you see right here, it says 17 horses suspected positive for strangles at Maryland border facility. Basically, some type of airborne disease was called airborne disease, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, pathogen. Basically, their lymph nodes swell up and they can't breathe or something like that. Long story short, you know the Lord sending out here plagues and stuff to kill their cattle off and everything. But we're going throughout the whole entire Maryland, all the way down from southern Maryland, all the way up to Baltimore. When I was looking into it, I don't think it's the actual article that I was into, but yeah, I did a little more research on it. But yeah, all the way down from southern Maryland, all the way up to Baltimore County. They saying horses that got this shit or whatever the case may be. And my thing is, that's just the Lord destroying the resources of here in America. Cause we all know Maryland's supposed to be one of the richest lands, you know, with the when it comes to resources and stuff like that. And me personally, just from Sometimes going down Southern Maryland with my folks, whenever we do, just seeing how all the horses out there and what they be having out there, they make a lot of profit off them horses. So Esau already know, like, look, y'all ain't about to keep making this money like that off your damn horses. So he about to play their ass too. But at the end of the day, it's the Lord that's causing all this to happen, though. The deceiver is his. All right. And this right here too, I came across. They posted this today. From my understanding. No, this was yesterday. Yep, September the 1st. But I saw it today though. But it says Argentina planned massacre of British families before Falkland War. CIA files revealed. So it's like basically documents back to right here. It says the documents date back to April 12th, 1982, just days after Argentina invaded the islands. Now my thing is like, hold this what? I'm like, why would they post this now? Or whatever. So I'm just reading into it. It says Argentina had plans to disappear hundreds of British citizens the day before the Falkland War, if I'm saying that right. Shocking CIA documents have revealed dictator General Leopoldo Galtieri advanced proposal to potentially massacre 500 Brits and over 100 U.S. embassy staff using a terrorist group as a cover. And as you see, it says the document contains plans, blase. Right here, though, it says they were declassified in 2018, but never revealed to the public until now. Let's stop right there real quick. If y'all declassified this and found out all this information back in 2018 or whatever the case may be, why y'all letting this be known now? Because we are in the brink of World War III. I don't know if nobody don't notice this shit, but yeah, we are here now. And they're releasing all this information so people in America be prepared, even though they're not going to be prepared. Because they think, a lot of people think America is the top dogs. Even the foreigners that come here really think America going to last forever. Not even knowing. This joint is doomed for devastation, man. But as you can see, World War III, plagues out here. It's nothing but straight destruction. Nothing but chaos is going on right now. And then everybody sitting there talking about how there was a rumor going around Trump supposed to be dying or dead or whatever the case may be. Only reason why they're saying that to distract everybody from that Epstein shit they about to do. It's about to go down right now. Matter of fact, because Lord is exposing all this shit. Let me go to YouTube. Let me see. Hold on, Slogging. Let me go ahead. This is a short that I saw. It's a short that I watched. Here we go.
Victims of Jeffrey Epstein's are holding a press conference on September 3rd to demand the release of the files. So remember, all these distractions are on purpose. Yeah, the memes were great and all, but as the internet was buzzing about if Trump was dead or not this weekend, it distracted from this. 10 victims of Epstein's, including some that have never spoken out before, will be speaking on the steps of the Capitol building this week. Representatives Ro Khanna of California and Republican Rep. Thomas Massie from Kentucky introduced a discharge petition that would force the files to be
you see it?
released. September 2nd, Congress is now back in session, and Representative Khanna is confident they have the votes to make it happen. Trump and his circle have essentially called the case closed. The FBI and the DOJ said there was no list. You could argue Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, isn't doing her job, but doesn't it make sense that Trump sees her job as covering for him, which is why she got the gig in the...
See, this is more proof, too, that the Lord is drawing nigh. Because he is exposing all these wicked ass people for who they truly are, their agendas, what they be doing from the past. Reincarnation after reincarnation, man. This shit been going on forever.
First place, Trump has done everything he can to distract us from the fact that he is doing everything to prevent them from being released, including taking over Washington, D.C. with the military and threatening to do the same in other cities like Chicago. And especially after today's announcement, which is yet another distraction, it's clear Trump's priority isn't the American people. It's covering his own ass. Victims of Jeffrey Epstein.
So yeah, Esau trying to cover his ass right now because you know he's exposed and the day's draw now, alright? You know, this is the last of his kingdom. And if everybody ain't paying attention, you know, they said what happens to a kingdom every 250 years. And I believe either this year or next year is the 250 years of America. That's what that tells you. Beautiful times we living in, man. Beautiful times. And I'm about to go ahead, grab this and I'm gonna close out. Joel 1:15. It says, alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty, it shall come. We'll read it in NLT too. The day of the Lord is near. The day when destruction comes from the Almighty. Yeah, I'm just gonna read it over. The day of the Lord is near. The day when the destruction comes from the Almighty. How terrible that day will be. It's going to be a terrible day. Not for the elect, though. But for everybody else, it's going to be way terrible, beyond your comprehension. Because he gave us fair warning, pay attention to the signs of what's going on, what's about to happen, how it's about to go down. And you see all these signs right here. He said plagues, famine, the sword, everything going to come. And them signs that he's drawing now. And if you don't see it, don't notice it, you're going to be caught up in that midst of that. Well, that's basically it, though. Hopefully it was edifying. I want to give all the glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Makah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, great millstone. Shalom to the whole full elect. Try to remember the Israelites and Israelite foreigners that don't look like they are Israelites, but they are Israelites. Shalom.